Remember the days when children would willingly be playing in the streets without or with the other neighbor kids and friends? Growing up, I remember always wanting to go outside and play with everybody else. Now it seems like more times than not we'll find children with their faces glued into the screens of electronics, which is one of the main reasons why there has been a rise in childhood obesity lately. My job now is to inform you on how childhood obesity has dramatically increased throughout the years, how it begins, the medical issues that are caused, and how it can be treated. To start off, obesity is a disorder involving excessive amounts of body fat and can affect anyone of age, race, or gender, and more particularly can threaten one's health and life. Obesity among adolescents and in adults in society today have increased significantly, posing various health concerns. There are, however, many manageable practices one can do to limit one's risk of obesity, get one's weight under control, as well as limit serious health issues. Not only is obesity a risk factor for cardiovascular disease, but it is a risk factor for hypertension, diabetes, osteoarthritis, cancer, and increases the risk of mortality as well. Over the years, there has been an increase in healthcare costs due to obesity and other related issues. In most cases, childhood obesity has been linked to more risk and threats rather than obesity in just adults. Manu Raj from the Indian Journal of Medical Research states that childhood obesity is multifactorial and includes genetic, metabolic, psychological, and environmental and sociocultural factors, which is one of the main complex issues that adults are normally faced with. Treatments for overweight and obese children require a multi-step approach. Obesity treatment focuses on dietary management, the enhancement of physical activity, restricting sedentary behavior, bariatric surgery, and pharmacotherapy. There are many factors to consider when trying to prevent obesity. William Dietz and Stephen Gortmaker from the Annual Review of Public Health states, to prevent obesity in children and adolescents, therefore, focus must be placed primarily on factors within the family and school and community environments that affect food intake and physical activity. Today, it seems like kids are more focused on sitting in front of the television as opposed to years ago when they were eager to go outside and play with the other kids. Because of the amount of time children spend watching television, it exposes them to food advertising a lot more. In addition, it leads to the increase in consumption of high-fat and energy-dense convenience food and snacks, meaning it's no surprise to find that the energy intake exceeds energy expenditure, which leads to obesity as well. A parent's knowledge, beliefs, and attitude, as well as the children's own knowledge, attitude, and beliefs, are characteristics that affect both food intake and physical activity. It is said that a logical approach for parents to start doing is to educate themselves on food and nutrition, as well as limit the amount of time spent on electronics and promote physical activity. As for children, school curricula and other activities can help to educate kids and their beliefs. Food consumption deals with personal and family practices, which can affect food choice and preparation. Recognizing what one should be eating and how active one should be is the first step in preventing and overcoming obesity. There are also many complications that can arise due to obesity. The main concern, of course, is mortality. S.R. Daniels from the International Journal of Obesity states, over the past century, there has been a trend toward increasing lifespan over time. Their analysis predicts a shorter lifespan for the current generation of children, in large part because obesity and its related comorbidities. Childhood obesity is associated with many different factors, including many outcomes that are similar to what is seen in adults. It is said that obesity in childhood affects virtually every organ system in an adverse manner. Researchers are looking for a way to look more about the emotional mechanisms and for the different effects of obesity. By doing so, such research will inform how to identify patients with obesity who are at high risk for developing specific adverse outcomes. This type of mechanistic research can also inform more specific strategies for treatment of comorbidities when weight management cannot be accomplished or is slower than desirable. Obesity poses many threats, and there is still an abundance of research to be done to help prevent obesity and its serious health concerns. So I've discussed what obesity is, what it causes, how it's progressed over the years, and the different treatment options. To wrap things up, it's important to know how and why childhood obesity has become such a targeted issue and educate ourselves to help get it under control and prevent it in any